Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this episode of the Dan Dawson Show. So now I'm going to show you how, and I keep saying this, remember, not only do they have a victim mindset, they want you to have a victim mindset. Now, here at the Dan Dawson Show, me and my executive producer, Zoe, and my co-producer, Tammy, do not want you to have a victim mindset. You do what you have to do to protect you and your family. So let me give a plot right now to a Mr. Eric McKinney, who's married to an idiot. Let's read. This is from Newsweek. It's by Colette. Fuck it. I'm not even going to try. Merry Christmas. Illinois Senator Kimberly Lightford's carjacking terror. I beg them not to shoot us. You should have been shooting. Illinois State Senator Kimberly Lightford, these are the people we elect. These victim mentality. Look at her. Look. Oh my God. Says she feared for her life and begged suspects not to shoot when she and her husband, Eric McKinney, were carjacked earlier this week. The incident ended in a shootout between McKinney and the carjackers. Good job, Mr. McKinney, but I do have a question. In Chicago, in Detroit, these liberal-run cities, it's illegal to carry your gun outside your house. You have to go through a bunch of steps to get a concealed carry license. How'd you get one? I don't know. Maybe you knew somebody. Beats me. And why is she using the name Lightford instead of McKinney? First of all, I'm not even going to go into it. That's a whole different thing. I'm just going to let it be for now. These masked individuals in a Dodge Durango SUV hijacked Lightford's Mercedes SUV in the 2000 block of South 20th Avenue in the Chicago suburb of Broadview about 9:45 p.m. on Tuesday, said Broadview Police Chief Thomas Mills. Lightford and her husband, Eric McKinney, Jesus protect me, had been in the suburb to drop off her friend, the Chicago Tribune reported. McKinney had a gun and exchanged fire with at least one of the suspect, Mills said. McKinney has a concealed carry license. No one was hurt during the incident. The masked suspects drove off in the Mercedes and the Durango, but the Mercedes has since been recovered. Lightford, a Democrat, who is the Illinois Senate's majority leader, you got to be fucking shitting me. What? What? This woman is crazy. Lightford, a Democrat, who is the Illinois majority leader, has recalled her terror as she and her husband were forced out of the vehicle. 3 guys just hopped out with guns and they demanded that we got out of the car and they put my husband on the ground, she said, according to ABC 7. They had me over on the side. I begged them not to shoot us, and I begged them not to shoot my husband and not to shoot me. You fucking victim mentality having so-called political leader. If this is what you vote for, if this is what, not vote for, this is what she pushed. She has political power. You defund the police. You make it so private citizens can't carry guns. I'm not even going to say defund. You abolish the police. Then criminals are going to run free. It's ridiculous. Ugh. Lightford said her husband told her to run while he exchanged gunfire with the suspects. I thought for sure they were going to shoot me down. They probably should have. There was a lot of shots being fired. I think they were shooting at my husband and me, and luckily enough, my husband is concealed carry and he was able to protect us. So understand this victim mentality having piece of shit political leader is backed by anti-gun groups. They don't want us to have guns. So if her husband hadn't had a gun, she'd probably be dead. But they don't even care. Let me finish reading. There was a lot of shots being fired. I think they were shooting at my husband and me. And luckily enough, my husband is concealed carry and he was able to protect us. I already read that. Lightford says she doesn't believe she was targeted and that the carjacking was random. Her office and the Broadview Police Department have been contacted for additional comment. I might call the Broadview Police Department today to see how quick you can get through. The incident comes as another Democrat lawmaker, Pennsylvania, strict gun laws, Rep. Mary Gay Scanlon pushes for common sense gun laws to be passed after she was carjacked at gunpoint in Philadelphia on Wednesday. Let me finish this before I explode. I'm just going to finish this. Merry Christmas? I don't know. What happened yesterday was traumatic, but I refuse to let it dampen my love for the city of Philadelphia or the gym that is FDR Park, the Congresswoman said in a statement. FDR, whose wife carried a freaking pistol in her purse. These people don't know history and they don't care. The fact is, this type of crime can happen anywhere and to anyone. Yesterday, it happened to me. Victim mentality. This pisses me the fuck off. It's the victim mentality. And the reason it pisses me off is, hey, if you want to walk around unarmed and you want to be the victim of crimes, go ahead. I don't care. It doesn't affect Dan. I don't care. Unless you're my accountant or my lawyer, one of my lawyers, and you have my case in your briefcase and they take the briefcase, then that affects me. Or you're my accountant and they get my information. Other than that, I don't care. Let me finish. I have to finish. I'm so pissed off. Sadly, we know that over the course of the last year or two, since the onset of the pandemic, we've seen a spike in certain crimes across the community, including gun violence and carjacking. No one should ever have to experience this kind of lawlessness. I will continue to push for resources and policies that help reduce violence in our communities. You want to reduce violence, you know what you do? You enact the broken windows law. You take these criminals off the street. You don't defund police. You don't enact gun laws because, as far as I know, criminals don't follow laws. I mean, I could be wrong. And maybe, hey, criminals are law-abiding people. But wait, they're not. We just had a Black police woman shot in her head by career criminals that were only 23, 24. She was on the police force for 20 years. She was forced to work overtime because to fund the police. She was executed in her car. And then you get these so-called Black people, these sellouts, these coons. I'm gonna call them what they are. They're the people that would have kept you on the fucking plantation. They're sellouts, they're coons. They think they're strong Black people. They think they're strong Black women. They're not. They are the destruction of not only the Black community, but of the United States. This is very emotional for me. I apologize. I didn't think it was going to get this emotional when I started doing this one. But taken together with everything that's going on, and these people, no, these coons, these sellouts are being led by the nose by their white AOC slave masters, by their white Joe Biden slave masters, by their not really a Black woman, Kamala Harris slave masters. And they'll just do whatever they say. It's ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I plan to put up another video in the next couple of days. But this was one, because at least there's so many other things that I had to put out there. Merry Christmas on this Christmas Day. I mean, I think it's a reckoning for the Black community because honestly, I'm going to tell you as a Black man, the Black community doesn't support almost any of this BLM bullshit. And I think if you look around, the larger communities are starting to see that we don't. And it's getting really ridiculous. So excuse my collar. I can't get this collar right. I don't know what's wrong with it. The collar doesn't. Damn you, collar. But this really got me. And it's like, so you were a victim and you still want to make people victims. And it's just really reprehensible to me. I hope it's reprehensible to you. And if you're watching this episode of the Dan Dawson Show, I'm pretty sure it is. So thank you. Merry Christmas. Like, subscribe, share. And as always, do what you got to do.